Alright, welcome back to the Game Smash Podcast. As always, I'm your host, William Liberty, and with me is...
Was Muhammad Yusuf.
And we got a packed podcast this week. We got the first 6 songs of Rock Band 4 revealed. Ratchet and Clank movie given an April 2016 release date. Witcher 3 finally launches. Xbox One outsells the PS4 this month. DMC4 Special Edition character walkthroughs. And The Little Devil Inside Kickstarter was shown. And to finish off, Nintendo World Championship trailer. But anyway, let's start with what we played this week. Fawaz, I beat Bloodborne. I did it.
Wow,
Yeah.
finally.
Finally, yeah. Took a long time. I ended up just, I got my friend kind of helped me beat a couple of the last bosses in the game. I decided, we didn't do a lot of the Chalice dungeons, which are those, like, randomized dungeon stuff.
Yeah.
I kind of just skipped that for now. And I just tried to beat the main game. And it was fun. It was a lot of fun, and I was actually really happy with the ending.
Okay.
Because you get this really, really awesome boss fight. And I actually, since I got the secret ending, I got 2 really awesome boss fights.
Okay.
So, I will probably now that I'm finished the game, I'll probably be doing a roundtable discussion with my friend, the Super Dark Souls guy, and we're gonna probably talk about the game in general, just what we liked about it, later on in the week. But yeah, just had a lot of fun with that. It was overall still really great game. But what you been up to?
What have I been playing? Oh yeah, I've primarily been playing Guacamelee.
Okay.
I pretty much finished it. It's not a very long game. I beat it in like 7 hours, I think. But granted, I've beaten the game like twice already. So you know that was technically a speed run. I beat it, but there's like a secret ending, and so I'm gonna get that. I'm also working on a guide for on how to get the secret ending. There's these 6 orbs you have to get. They're scattered across the game. They're hitting in different areas. So I'm working on a guide that I'm gonna post on the channel to show you how to get all of them. And yeah, that's primarily what I've been playing. But everything I've been doing is just I'm just waiting for The Witcher 3, which comes out which will be out by the time this podcast is posted. So yeah.
Yeah, of course. But yeah, I'm excited to see Witcher 3. I might pick it up soon myself, but yeah, a lot of people are talking about it. But let's just dive into some news for us. So first off, first 6 songs of Rock Band 4 revealed. Let's go through the list. We got Avenged Sevenfold, Hail to the King, Fleetwood Mac, You Make
Loving Fun,
Jack White, Lazaretto, The Killers, Somebody Told Me, Spin Doctors, Little Miss Can't Be Wrong, and of course The Who, The Seeker. So I guess I'll get started. I think that's a pretty good list. Got a mix of more current songs and older songs. The ones that stood out to me is that I'm a really big fan of The Killers.
Yeah.
They're a really awesome band, and I'm glad they picked a song from their best album. So I'm glad to see that. I hope that they will have more Killer songs as DLC, because I would love to buy that album because it was so good.
It was pretty good, yeah.
But yeah, what do you think about these songs?
Yeah, I'm actually surprised that I know. Okay, I know this. I know Somebody Told Me, and I know You Make Loving Fun by Fleetwood Mac. I know Jack White, but I don't know the song Lazaretto, and I know The Who, but I don't know The Seeker. But yeah, it's a nice mix of old and a little bit of new. Nothing too new here. I think The Killer is I think Somebody Told Me is the most recent song here, and that song is like 10 years old. So nothing too new, but yeah, a very nice. Nice balance of different types of rock. So yeah, it's definitely off to a good start in terms of the song selection. About how many songs does a rock band usually have?
Out the gate, it can have about, I want to say, at least 100 to 200 songs. Okay, maybe around that. I don't know. It's been a while, but bear in mind, I don't know the actual number, because when I was playing Rock Band, I was always uploading, transferring all my songs, so I always had this gigantic list. So it might be a lot less than that, but at least around maybe 60 to 100 songs. I'm not sure.
Okay, okay. But yeah, yeah, definitely off to a good start. Nice selection of songs there.
Yeah. I want to see actual gameplay of the game though. That's what I'm excited for.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Same here, same here.
but moving on from that, we got Ratchet and Clank movie given an April 2016 release date, and the game is going to be delayed a bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Ratchet and Clank movie. So I don't know if I talked about this on the podcast, Fawaz. But I'm a huge Ratchet and Clank fan. Like,
Really? I had no idea.
yeah, like I Ratchet and Clank, the first one was the first PlayStation 2 game I ever played.
Oh.
So yeah, good old nostalgia goggles are on tight for this. And I've been with the series. I've been with the series for a really long time. I bought Going Commando. I bought Up Your Arsenal. I bought Deadlocked. I bought Size Matters for the PSP. And I bought I don't own two Ratchet and Clank games, which is Crack in Time and Into the Nexus. Those are the only two Ratchet and Clank games I don't own. So yeah.
You bought all for one?
Oh shit! No, I didn't buy All for One. I skipped that one.
Okay.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
you're right. I completely forgot that even existed because it was
Yeah,
not
most
great.
Ratchet and Clank fans forgot that game existed.
Yeah. Oh god. But I'm excited because I feel like Ratchet and Clank as an animated movie could probably work pretty damn well. Like I feel like the formula is definitely there. And the characters are very colorful, and I think even people who don't necessarily know the character's background could probably just jump in and have a good time. But what are your thoughts on this so far?
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. I was more of a Jack and Daxter person as opposed to Ratchet and Clank. I played the first Ratchet and Clank, but that's the only one I ever played.
Yeah.
But I it's disappointing to hear that the game because the game was supposed to come out this Christmas, so that's one less game that Sony has coming out this Christmas. But it makes sense that they want to release the game with the movie. I definitely get the impression that Sony are trying to make Ratchet and Clank like a big deal. Because if you remember during the PS2 days, Ratchet and Clank, Jak and Daxter, and Sly Cooper, they all released games like around the same time. Maybe a year apart or something like that. But then ever since the PS3 came out, like Ratchet and Clank have had like 4 games on the PS3. Sly Cooper's had 1, and Jak has had none. So I definitely get the impression that Sony are zeroing in on Ratchet and Clank and trying to make them like their mascot, quote unquote. Although because this game is supposed to be a reboot, and the movie is gonna be like a reboot. So I guess they're trying to make them hit a larger audience.
Yes,
it's definitely
yes.
a good idea. It's a very nice idea if the game is good and if the movie is good. But props to Sony. It's a smart idea. I mean, I'm disappointed that that's one less. I mean, like Christmas is barren right now for Sony.
Yeah.
Like literally, the only game to look forward to this Christmas is Persona 5. Sorry.
Yeah. And that is on its own. Like even so, like I love Persona 5, but it's not gonna be grabbing as much attention as something like like
Halo
a Gear,
5?
yeah, Halo 5 or something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I digress. We'll get to that later.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's good to finally have a release date for the movie. And yeah, I saw the first trailer for the movie. It looks like Ratchet and Clank. It looks like a Ratchet and Clank movie. It looked solid. It looked good. Ratchet and Clank always had I played the first one. It had good dialogue. It had funny dialogue. So I'm excited. I'm very excited. Looking forward to seeing gameplay at E3.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, for me especially, I feel like video game animated movies have a little more chance of succeeding than the live action ones.
Yep.
So I have a little bit more hope for this one. But yeah, definitely going to be looking forward to it. Big Ratchet and Clank fan, as always. But moving on from that, Witcher 3 finally launches. It finally launched. The game's come out. And And we got some pretty good scores, good nines and perfects and stuff like that, and it definitely looks like a really good game. But CD Projekt Red, a while back, they announced a game called Cyberpunk 2077, and it kind of blew a lot of people's minds. The trailer was really great.
Yeah.
Don't expect that anytime soon. That's not going to be coming for a really long time.
Yeah, so I gotta ask you, do you think some developers announce games too early? Because Cyberpunk 2077 was announced in 2013, right?
Right.
It was announced when they released the trailer, and we've seen absolutely nothing the past 2 years. And they came out and said that don't expect to see this at E3 2015 because 2015 is going to be The Witcher's year. So at the earliest, the next time we're going to see gameplay of this game is 3 years after the game was originally announced.
Yeah.
This is not when the game is coming out. This is when we're going to see gameplay of this game.
Yeah.
The game is probably going to come out 2017 at the earliest. Knowing how much The Witcher 3 got delayed, we're probably looking at a 2018 release date for a game that was announced in 2013. That's 5 years.
It's definitely long, for absolutely sure. The thing that kind of does, like in the trailer, and I kind of knew this is in the trailer, they said, when is it coming out? When it's ready. So it's that could be freaking years from now. As far as the developers announcing games a little bit too soon, I think that, it's kind of a problem. I understand why some of them might do it. Because obviously, you want to keep your name in the news or in general topic. If Naughty Dog just went off the map and didn't make a game or even show a trailer for a game for a really long time, then people would start to go, wait, what happened to Naughty Dog? That. So I can see that definitely concern of just, all right, let's put a teaser or something like that. The problem with this is that a lot of the times they shoot these trailers out super early and then shit hits the fan later on, and then you either have, for example, you get a decent trailer with Colonial Marines and then the official game is complete garbage. Or you get a nice awesome trailer like PT and then the game doesn't even fucking come out. It gets canceled.
I thought you were going to talk about 1313, but yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. 1313's God, no, that wound, you're reopening that wound, Fawaz. Why? God damn, that would have been such a good Star Wars. Oh, fuck. Anyway, but yeah, so I don't know. It's a hard thing because it's because obviously I see the good news is you're getting the hype train started a little bit early, so it gets people talking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't know. As far as Cyberpunk 2077. I know CD Projekt Red. They do take their time for games, so I'm sure this game is gonna be a long time before it comes out. But I'm sure it's gonna be fine. The one thing I will say about CD Projekt Red is that they definitely don't rush their games.
Yeah.
Unlike some other developers that we've come to talk about in the podcast. But they are definitely a pretty good development house, to say the least.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah, for sure. But I don't know. I mean, Witcher 3's doing pretty good. There is one thing I kind of wanted to talk about Witcher 3 recently that some people have been kind of getting a little bit mad about.
Okay.
Is some of the graphics downgrade. There was a little bit of a graphical downgrade from some of the trailers or some of the earlier stuff.
Okay.
So it doesn't look as good as it's in the trailers, it still apparently looks really damn good. Just maybe not as crisp as some of the trailers made it out to be, and some of the fans are a little bit upset about that. So what are your thoughts on this little graphical downgrade?
I don't care.
Yeah.
I've never cared about graphical downgrades, and I'll never care about graphical downgrades. If I watch a gameplay trailer for a game and it shows certain gameplay features, and then when I buy the game, it doesn't have those features, then I'll be mad.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's if it's a graphical, I'm I just don't care. I just do not care about stuff like that personally.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm sure the only reason they ever downgrade is so the game runs better.
Yeah, exactly. And
So,
for me, it's for me, it's like this is as long as it doesn't affect the gameplay that much, it's fine.
uh-huh.
Like a good example of a graphical downgrade that actually did affect the game was actually Dark Souls 2. Um, because Dark Souls 2 had a situation in which it was supposed to have this really good lighting system, and
Okay.
it made it so that you wanted to use the torch more often to kind of see through dark areas. But when the game came
Uh,
out, everything in the game was too bright, so there was no use whatsoever to use the torch in the game. So so that's an example of a graphical downgrade that actually did affect the gameplay a lot. But I don't think the downgrades that I've seen, as far as The Witcher 3 goes, it's not going to affect the game that much. It really isn't.
no, no. I mean,
Um,
it's like the Watch Dogs graphical downgrade. I mean, Watch Dogs was a disappointment, but it was not a disappointment because it did not look as good as the original trailer. It was a
mhm.
disappointment because it was ass.
Yeah,
So yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, basically, for those who are angry about the graphics, it's like, come on, the game looks pretty damn good regardless, and at least it's not affecting the gameplay.
Exactly.
Yeah. But moving on from that, got a weird series of events. Xbox One outsells the PS4 this month. And a lot of people can't figure out why. Like, there wasn't any really big titles that came out this month for the Xbox One, and people are kind of scratching their heads, kind of like, okay.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. When I saw the headline, I was like, because I mean, there was no Xbox One exclusive released last month. There was no price drop. There was nothing. The Xbox One, and I was sold by 100,000 too. So it wasn't like two copies or something like that. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
here's my question to you. So I've not hidden the fact that Sony has been disappointing me for the past 2 years, pretty much. Ever
Yeah,
since the
yeah, yeah.
PS4 launch, Sony has been disappointing me. Do you feel like Sony have taken their foot off the gas too much, and
Mm-hmm.
this might be? I mean, okay, this is only 1 month, so I mean, it might just be a flash in the pan, but like if the Xbox One outsold them this month, Christmas is probably not going to be very good for Sony. If the Xbox One outsold them this month when nothing got released or anything like that, Christmas when Halo 5,
Comes
Forza
out.
6, Tomb Raider, the new Tomb Raider comes out, and Sony have Tearaway and Persona 5, it's
Mm-hmm.
probably going to be it's probably not going to be pretty for Sony. So do you feel like Sony might have gotten a little too comfortable in their lead, and this might be one of the reasons why the Xbox One outsold them this month?
Mm-hmm. As far as I can tell, I think it's a situation where Sony may have, like, they might have started, okay, I think we're doing really good, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, and let's just keep doing what we're doing. And I feel like part of the problem is that, yes, right now they don't have any big announcements. For me, I think the big deciding factor is when we get to E3 this year. For
Yeah.
sure. I think it's what the developers announce at E3 this year. Especially because, yeah, right now the fourth quarter is pretty damn dry, and like, even though, like, Persona 5 is coming out, possibly, most likely this year, later in the year, like, there's not really many other games, as far as I can tell, that have come out this year that are coming out in the fourth quarter for Sony. So yeah, I feel like it's almost like they need a little bit more, like, power hitter games,
Yeah.
to really really be on top. I don't know if it's just a weird, like, situation where it could be the whole, like, Xbox One outside the PS4 this month thing. It could be a couple reasons. You also have to understand that a lot of people own PS4s already. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
naturally, yeah, there's probably going to be a lot of people that are going to be getting Xbox Ones by now. So that might be another possibility. But I definitely feel like it's going to be a deciding factor what they do at E3 for sure. But right now, me personally, Sony's got the games that I want. They've got Persona 5. They had Bloodborne, which was such an amazing game, and it's like, like I said, Sony's got the games I want, so I can't really complain as so far for now. Like, if maybe if Persona 5 comes out and then there's like nothing for the PlayStation 4 for the longest time, then I'll probably get mad. But right now I'm okay. I'm okay where things are at the moment. But E3 will definitely be the deciding factor.
Yeah, no, same here. Like like most of the games I play are like I mean Helldivers is only on the PS4. Magicka 2 that I'm gonna buy next week actually is only on the PS4. So yeah, I similar to you, I'm okay at the moment. I mean but yeah, I'm looking at Microsoft, and they've got Scalebound, a new Platinum Games new IP. They've got Crackdown 3. They've got the new Tomb Raider. They've got all these games coming, and I'm looking at the forecast for my PS4, and it's like Persona 5, and that's literally it. Like that's literally the only game that I'm looking forward to. Because I mean, Until Dawn looks like shit. I don't like Uncharted, and that's about it. I mean, they have the God of War 3 re-release, but I'll be damned if I'm paying $40 for the re-release of a 6-year-old game with no extra content. So yeah, you know, I am a little worried, but E3 will go a long way to either alleviating my worries or
make them concrete.
Yeah. Yeah. This E3 is going to be a big one way or another.
For sure. But moving on, I'm going to pass the topic to you. We got DMC4 Special Edition character walkthroughs. So they showed off a bunch of characters.
Yeah. So they showed off all the new characters, all three of them, Trish, Lady, and Virgil. Real quick, before I even get to those, they announced the release date for the game. It's coming out June 23rd.
Okay.
And they announced the price for the game. It's going to be $25. So, like, I'm going to buy this game.
Yeah.
I was on the fence about it. I read some stuff that I wasn't too impressed about, and the truth be told, the final game was not what I was hoping it would be. But then I thought they were going to charge $60. Now that I know that it's only $25, I'm definitely picking it up. But anyway, let's get to the character walkthroughs. So we'll start with Trish, because she's like the least interesting out of all of them.
All right, fair enough.
So yeah, Trish, she's very basic. At least from the gameplay videos I saw, she was very basic. She can leave this lightning trail that gets people trapped in them, and she can like throw her the sword of Sparta. But other than that, like, she was just your basic. She just has basic attacks and stuff like that. Her devil trigger is just her doing more damage, and she doesn't get any like any jump or flight or lightning or anything like that. But anyway, moving on. Lady is where things get. Lady was the one I was looking forward to the most, actually.
Yeah.
Because Virgil looks really cool too. But he's pretty much just Devil May Cry 3 Virgil with a few extra stuff. But Lady, though, she's like she's very unique. She's a ranged character, which is something we've never had in Devil May Cry. She's got 3 weapons. She's got her submachine gun. She's got a shotgun. She's got a rocket launcher. She's got special moves with each 3 weapons. The dude, he didn't go through the special moves because he was like, it'll take too long. But every weapon has this really cool thing where you can charge it, right? So you can charge it to 3 levels, and depending on how high you charge it, the guns get different properties. The rocket launcher, you can't charge it and move at the same time. So, but like the full level 3 charge was crazy. It cleared the entire screen. Yeah, the submachine gun's charge was really, really quick. So he did this thing where he jumped in the air, and he did like 3 level 1 shots before he landed on the ground. So that was pretty cool. For mobility, she's got like a rocket jump, so she like points the rocket launcher to the ground and she fires it, and it makes her go higher into the air. She can pull enemies. She's got a grappling hook attached to her rocket launcher, so she can pull enemies closer to her.
Naturally,
she just looks really, really, really good. Her devil trigger was kind of quote unquote devil trigger because she's not a devil, unlike the rest of the cast. It was kind of disappointing. It was pretty much just she just threw a bunch of grenades and killed a lot of people. I was hoping it'd be something more, because I was hoping it'd be something more interesting than that. But whatever, it's cool. Like, honestly, I was so impressed with her, because the way it works is that Lady and Nero will be playable in the same sections.
Yeah.
Trish and Dante will be playable in the same sections, and then Virgil will be playable in all sections. I probably never going to play Nero because I was very, very, very impressed with Lady. She looked really, really cool. So
Right.
I wouldn't be surprised if I just never played Nero, like ever. But yeah, just to quickly go over Virgil, he was pretty much Devil May Cry 3 Virgil. They gave him a couple of new abilities. He's got this thing called the concentration meter, where if he stands close to an enemy if you stand close to an enemy and you don't hit any buttons, the bar goes up. And then the higher the bar goes, the more damage his attacks do. And there's one move he gets that he can only do when he has full concentration. He has to have full concentration, being Devil Trigger, and he does this move that just like destroys everything on screen. It's very powerful.
Yeah.
He got one move from the new Devil May Cry that everyone hates, where he can because Virgil doesn't use guns. You know, he thinks they're arcade. He thinks they're like barbaric.
Yeah.
So he has these spiral swords that he summons around himself, and he fires them off to the enemies.
Yeah.
What he can do now is he can fire his sword off, and then he can teleport to where the sword is.
Ah.
Yeah. So the dude did some pretty snazzy looking combos using that stuff, and it was pretty exciting. Yeah, I'm sold. I'm actually sold on the game for $25. I mean, for God's sake, I got the Devil May Cry 3 Special Edition, which is like a 3-year-old game, for $20 plus tax, so it came to about $24. And that's only because I bought it used. It's actually $30. So this is cheaper than the Devil May Cry 3 than the Devil May Cry Special than the Devil May Cry HD Collection.
You can do it for us. It's all right. It's all right.
This is cheaper than the HD Collection, so I'm definitely gonna pick it up. And there's no other game in June that I'm really looking forward to. So I'm definitely gonna be picking this up. But yeah, that's that.
Yeah, it's good to hear that the Devil May Cry re-releases, like the HD collection and this one, seem to be on the right track. Like they're not going down a bad path.
Real quick before we leave this topic, Capcom also said that they've gotten some very good revenue from their HD collection, so they're planning on doing more going forward. So yeah, I'm like, what's left? Okay, they haven't done a Resident Evil one yet, I don't think. And they haven't done an Onimusha. That's the one I want. I want Onimusha. But apparently, because in the original trilogy, the characters they're based on real people.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's some legal bullshit. So that's the reason why there hasn't been an HD collection to this point, because they can't re-release those games. They don't have the licenses for them anymore.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but hopefully they find a way to get over that, because oh my god, Onimusha, I love that game.
Find a loophole, they'll find it.
Yeah, they'll find it.
But moving on from that, we got Little Devil Inside, which is a neat little game. It's on Kickstarter right now, and I think you were talking about this You're talking about this, yeah. Now I'm losing my ability to talk. We were talking about how the recent spiritual successor surge, like the director of the Castlevania game, and the spiritual successor to Banjo-Kazooie, getting huge amounts of attention and getting like just like tons and tons of money towards them. Is also kind of a bad thing, because some of these little games, well, no quote intended, little games are getting less attention in the spotlight. Like, this game looks pretty neat. It's got an interesting art style, some really interesting character designs. It seems pretty atmospheric. Definitely a cool main character to play as. He's got a katana, so he's automatically cool. just slap a katana and he's cool. That's how you do it. But yeah, I mean, like, overall it looked like a pretty good game, but it's definitely getting a lot less of attention than I thought it would. But what are your thoughts on this so far?
Yeah, because I feel like I do think that the recent Kickstarter, because like this is a game that's doing something brand new. Like, as excited as I am for the new for Bloodstained, it's Castlevania in everything but name. As excited as I am for Yooka-Laylee, it's Banjo-Kazooie in everything but name. this is actually doing something completely brand new, and it's not getting as much attention as those games. But partly because it doesn't have a big name developer behind it, which makes perfect sense. And then there's also the fact that like we don't know what to expect from this game. Like I know what to expect from Yooka-Laylee to a certain extent. I know what to expect from Bloodstained to a certain extent. But yeah, it is. I mean, because like this game's goal is 250,000. The Kickstarter started about a month ago, I think.
Yeah.
There's 6 days left, and it still hasn't hit its goal yet. While Bloodstained hit like Yooka-Laylee hit what 600,000 in like an hour. So
Yeah.
it's I don't feel like I don't feel like the games can't coexist. And one cool thing about this game, the developer said that they really believe in this game. So whether or not they hit their goal, they're gonna find a way to make the game either way.
Yeah.
So and I don't feel like I don't necessarily feel like people backing Yooka-Laylee, people that were going to back this game didn't back it because Yooka-Laylee exists. What I do feel like is that this game, the people that could be talking about this game were talking about Yooka-Laylee and Bloodstained instead. That's the impression that I do get, and I do think it does kind of suck because like Kickstarter is meant for the little guy, right? And and Platonic Games, despite the fact that they're an independent development studio, they are not the little guy. You know?
Yeah.
They're not. This is a studio made up of ex-Rare employees. They're not the little guy. Like these dudes are. I think this is a team of 3 people making this game, and it's a very unique game. It's got a very unique art style. It's very interesting. It's like a cross. It's like a cross between so many games. It's got a little Wind Waker in there, a little XCOM in there. It's a survival game. It's a very very nice looking game with a nice soundtrack and stuff. But yeah, it hasn't. Although I have been seeing more as the Kickstarter has been nearing its end. I have been seeing more articles about the game. I haven't seen it on any big websites yet, but yeah, which I guess is the point I'm getting to. IGN haven't covered this game. At least if they have, it wasn't on their
main page or something.
It wasn't on their main page, and the GameSpot haven't covered it either. So yeah, I don't think Yooka-Laylee is to blame. But I do feel like certain websites could do a better job of covering games like this. Yeah. I mean, sure, they won't get as many. They don't attract the attention. But I mean, isn't this the point of websites like this? Like
grabbing attention for the little guy, for little games that probably wouldn't have as much attention.
Yeah, exactly, pretty much.
But yeah, no, definitely. So, but yeah, if you want to check out A Little Devil Inside on Kickstarter, definitely give it a look and see if it interests you. I definitely give it my seal of approval so far. Definitely graphically, it looks pretty interesting and creative. So definitely give it a look. But moving on from that, our last topic of the day was Nintendo announced its plans for E3, or at least a couple of them. So the biggest one that got a lot of people's attention was Nintendo World Championship. They're bringing it back. So we're going to probably get some tournament stuff, and that's going to actually be really, really awesome. And the trailer was great. They just got Reggie to act like a kid and make a bunch of silly faces so that we get more GIF fuel. And the weirdest thing was that, as a lot of people know, my name's William Tanner Liberty. People call me Tanner from time to time, and it was really weird for the little kid to be called Tanner. So I was like, yeah.
When I saw that, I was like, did he? I had to pause and rewind. I was like, wait a minute, did he just say Tanner? Oh shit, you see, the kid's called Tanner. Well, there you go. Yeah, it's definitely interesting. The tournament. I'm not sure what is it going to be like? Is it just Smash Brothers or is it a bunch of different games?
I think it might be a bunch of different games. Like it could be a combination of both. I feel like if they're going to do some sort of tournament, like Nintendo themed tournament, definitely we're going to be seeing Smash for sure. Absolutely. This is probably a good time to they're probably going to say, Splatoon, competitive kind of shooter for the Nintendo platform. Definitely probably going to push that. But I think it would be interesting just because it'll be interesting to see how Nintendo handles a competitive, tournament scene because they haven't really done that in a really, really long time, or at least to this
Yeah.
degree.
Yeah, my money is on poorly for how they handle a competitive tournament. But yeah, it is a cool idea though. It is a really cool idea, and I'm definitely looking forward to it. But I
Mm.
guess segueing from that, just in general, what are your expectations for Nintendo at E3?
A Nintendo at E3. All right, so this is what I expect Nintendo to do. I expect blah. I expect Nintendo to do a couple different things. I hope that they announce some more 3DS games. Probably give us more news on the Fire Emblem game that's coming out. I want to see more news about the SMT Cross Fire Emblem game. I really want to see that. Like maybe
Okay.
get like a bigger. Because here's the thing, I care about Atlas a lot now. After playing Persona 3 and 4, it's like now I'm actually really, really caring about Atlas now. So I want to see more of that because like I said, I want the bigger interesting titles so I can dust off my Wii U. That's what I mean. It would be nice if they showed a little bit more of a cleaned up official trailer for Legend of Zelda, the new one for the Wii U. That
Yeah,
would be really
yeah.
cool. I feel like if I got Zelda and I got some more SMT or Fire Emblem, I'll be happy. That's all I really want out of this E3. If they could surprise me with some hidden title that they've got stored for E3. But for now, that's all I really want. But what do you expect Nintendo to do?
Okay, like I like 100%. I expect to see some gameplay for Zelda. Like
Mm-hmm.
there's zero doubt in my mind. That's gonna be at E3. But other than that, I think there's gonna be a lot of pleasant surprises. Like
Mm-hmm.
I definitely think Nintendo is gonna smash E3 this year because they have nothing and like all the games that they have and other than Zelda, I think pretty much everything else that is out.
Yeah,
There's like the Xeno
the
Gears that
Xenogears.
isn't out yet. I think it just came out in Japan, but it isn't out stateside yet.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
then there's Splatoon that's coming out at the end of the month. But other than all of that, like most of their titles that we know of have been released, so I expect to see a lot of surprises. I expect to see a new Metroid in one way or another.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely think we're gonna see another Platinum Games exclusive, which is gonna break my heart even
Yeah.
more.
Bayonetta 3, Wii U only.
I'm actually thinking like I'm gonna go out on a limb and say we're gonna see I'm gonna blend my first and my second prediction and say we're gonna see a Metroid game that's made by Platinum.
Ooh, that would be
Yeah.
interesting. They would probably. Part of me is kind of like that would be interesting, but I don't know.
A
I feel like
developer
they would
made
be
like
able to do a
Metroid
bit.
Other M.
Yeah, because that's the thing is I have I have such a bad taste of Other M, but I feel like it's because Ninja Theory is such shit when writing stories.
Team Ninja,
Team
not Ninja
Ninja or
Theory.
whatever the fuck those people who screwed up Other M so goddamn terribly. But it's like they're not great at telling stories, and to be
Oh,
perfectly honest, Platinum's not really great at telling stories either. I mean, they're better than Team Ninja, but not by a huge margin. Like the reason why I like Bayonetta is because of how over the top and stupid the story is, and I kind of don't want that out of my Metroid game. I'm
this
sure it
is
will
true.
play very well, for sure.
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
feel I don't know. It's like I think the problem is I want another Metroid Prime. I want my Prime series because it was so good.
It was very good. It was very good. But I don't know. I think I guess we'll see. But I definitely think we're gonna see Metroid
Hmm.
at Nintendo's E3. It's time. I mean, when was the last Metroid game released? What was the
Jesus.
last? I think Other M was the last Metroid game. So I think it's time for a brand new Metroid.
Yeah.
And we're definitely gonna see a new Mario.
Oh well, of
If
course, naturally.
yeah. Yeah, naturally, and then we might see a couple of new IPs. I'm actually like I don't even own a Wii U, but I'm actually kind of excited for Nintendo's press conference because
Yeah.
I just feel I feel like they're going to smash it.
Yeah.
I feel like they're going to. announce a bunch of really really cool stuff, and it's gonna be a good show. Yeah.
Yeah. The only thing that they've got to step up to the plate is because that E3 where Awada and Reggie did the super fight. You know, they got all like dressed up in suits and we did like a super Dragon Ball Z fight right before the me character for Smash. We need that. We need something around those lines because that was fucking amazing. Oh man, because I need that in my life again. That was so beautiful. But anyway, I think we're gonna wrap it up here. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. If you leave a comment in the comment section, we'll make sure to answer it in the next podcast. And as always, this was William Liberty, and
Oh, as Muhammad Yusuf.
we'll see you guys next time. Take care.